So let us welcome George to share with us what is happening in Area Z2. George, please.
Jonathan, what's up? Thank you so much to TMD Jonathan and TMD Sean. Good afternoon, District Director, Concurrent Director, Division Director, District Officers, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. When Li Xian told us about this event, she said, anything goes for your segment. So I'm like, how far can I take it? But don't worry, it'll be very similar to Elizabeth's, but maybe in different order. So I want to do my club showcase first. So I have a representative from each club coming up and I'll ask them a little bit questions, like a little interview style. So first, I want to call upon Telok Blangah's representative, Wen Liang. Hi, Wen Liang.
Hi, George.
Right, good to see you, Wen Liang. Wen Liang, tell us, how many years have you been in Telok Blangah?
I think coming to 20, I think.
Coming to 20 years, so almost 20 years. So I want to hear, maybe you can share with us a little of your experience that you gained in Toastmasters from the past 20 years.
I think the experience is different ways. You know, because Toastmasters is not just about public speaking, communication. There's also, like what many people say, the leadership aspect. So Telok Blangah, being a community club, has gone through ups and downs, and the member mix is of diverse age, profession, education. So different times throughout the life history and all that, we encountered different things, which I felt was quite interesting. Like even like when COVID happened, at the start of it, we had members who really didn't, were not technically savvy. So they were not joining any of our online meetings. And they said, oh, they'll join when the pandemic is over. And then as we progress into 2021, then, some of them only start learning how to use Zoom and all that because of work. But some of their work also don't require them to use Zoom because they have to go to work every day. So they also had to learn and pick up all these digital skill sets. But then some of them also experienced Zoom fatigue. So there were different dynamics that came in, which we had to try to tackle. And we had members who had to go back home to their home countries and all that. So different lessons learned from an individual perspective, I felt, helps us grow, not just from the communication aspect, but also this, what I would call the leadership aspect.
That's very true. I think finding the opportunities for learning and growth is a very great attitude to have, especially in places like Toastmasters. How about one memorable experience from this term?
I think for the past term, other than having our own chapter meetings together with joint meetings with the Open Alumni, I mean, your presence was definitely there because you attended most of our meetings as well. And then your energy there was something I also remember. And the contests, the well-run contests where you were the judge as well. And I think because I participated in most of the contests too, so it was, that's the thing I just like about contests, the cross-pollination of ideas, and the different speaking styles that you see other people, and I still remember area contests where BG was doing the werewolf thing and all that. So these are all very memorable, you see. So I think I still like contests.
Definitely. I think I also like contests. Maybe just listening to contests. And I assure everybody, I didn't ask him to say things about me. I just tell him some questions I'm going to ask him. Okay, let's make things clear. Okay, maybe one last question. What hope do you want for Telok Blangah in the next term or in the future?
I think because we are going to the new term, and we have a lot of some new members who joined us recently. One of them is still in the call here. I see him there. Lou is there. Welcome. And then, of course, to thank the current members and exco people like Avinash, Vicky, Jane, Komio. They've all contributed in various ways. And I think we are also slowly finding back our footing after all the different things that has happened throughout the past 1 to 2 years, with between the member mix and then venue locations and all that. So I think eventually, once things more or less stabilize and with people getting more familiar with hybrid meetings and all that, things would eventually find a normalcy and pick up again.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely all looking forward to transitioning to hybrid or physical meetings. So thank you so much, Wen Liang. Thank you so much for us answering my questions for this short interview. I'd love to bring up Annabelle from Frontier Toastmasters Club.
Yes, hi George. And
hi Annabelle,
everyone.
Good to see you again. I'll ask you more or less the same questions, maybe a bit more condensed, a bit tight on time here. So how many years have you been in Toastmasters, Annabelle?
I've been with Toastmasters for 12 years.
12 years. How was your past 12 years in Toastmasters?
It was certainly life-changing. And as I've always said, Toastmasters has been one of the many, many best things that ever happened to me.
Totally agree. If anybody do not know yet, Annabelle is one of our past Division Z governors. So very honored to have Annabelle here with us today. So in the past 11 months for this term, what was your most memorable experience?
I should say the past 11 months is the most challenging for our club because of the prevalence of the Omicron variant. And I could really feel that certain club members had gotten the virus, although not all of them were telling us, but I could feel the pandemic had really cast a long and dark shadow on our club. But luckily, we've been having hybrid meeting for 2 months now, and I should say that we have slowly been going back to the usual way and recruiting our members because there were already an inquiry from the CC for membership. So that's one positive note.
That's really great to hear. I really want to join didn't manage to join the past 2 hybrid meetings. I will join Frontier's hybrid meeting this June. I forgot which date, but I will share later perhaps. And then one last question. What is your hope for Frontier Toastmasters in the future or next term?
My hope for the Frontier Toastmasters is for the members and future members as well to be used to the hybrid meeting. And we are surely, but definitely finding our way with doing it, and hopefully our members as well.
All right, thank you so much. It was lovely hearing from you, Annabelle. Awesome, thank you so much. Now I would like to bring forth one of our newest clubs in Division Z, Amelia, president of Grab Toastmasters Club. Hi, Amelia.
Hello.
Hello, good to see you. Okay, you don't have 10, 20 years of experience, so I just want to ask, how was your experience as a Toastmaster before joining Grab Toastmasters?
How was my experience? It was great. So some background, I started off my Toastmasters journey as a member of the Kang Toastmasters Club, also in Division Z2. And yeah, it has truly been a great experience. I started out completely fresh, completely new. And then I just got hooked onto this Toastmasters thing. We went for club exchange in Penang. I went join competitions, and wow, it has been a wonderful journey.
Then your wonderful journey has really went up a different level when you decide to form Grab Toastmasters. So what made you want to make this decision to form this club?
So I guess the decision was quite an easy one because I had such a wonderful journey. I thought that I want to provide my fellow Grabbers, my colleagues at Grab, with this same opportunity that I had. So I hope that they can also find their speaking voice and I guess be more comfortable with themselves in this whole journey of Toastmasters. Yeah, and of course, like a small other side note is that there was some funding for Grab interest groups, and I thought yeah, why not me?
Right, definitely that's a very great motivation. But everybody, let me make it clear: if you go to Grab Toastmasters, you will not get any Grab vouchers. Okay, so set expectations there. Okay, what was your experience, Amelia, forming this club? How was it like?
I would say forming the club was like a roller coaster. So I had to pitch to get the funding first of all, and then like there was this demo meeting, getting people to join the demo meeting, and up to having our first club meetings. So along the way, it felt like there were ups, like wow, looks like people are signing up, and then there were downs, like oh, actually we don't have enough members to form a club, kind of thing. So it was really like a roller coaster ride, and I would say being a thrill seeker, it was pretty enjoyable. So thank you very much for all those people that have helped Grab Toastmasters get on board. So really very grateful.
Thank you so much, Amelia. And we all look forward to going to Grab Toastmasters one day to join your meeting. Thank you so much, Amelia. All right, now I have the last club, which is Kang Toastmasters Club. Can I have Dalvin? Is Dalvin here?
Hello, can you hear me, George?
Yes, we can hear you. Waiting for spotlight. Okay, I'll just ask you, Dalvin, how was your experience the past term as president of Kang Toastmasters Club?
Hi, I think we have a very unique experience for the people here. So George was my predecessor in terms of the club president. And I think everyone here, president and exco members, we all had a very unique experience of navigating a COVID or virtual environment. So I think we get all this feedback where public speaking, there isn't in front of public audience, but through a computer screens, there's people who don't like it. So it's a very interesting experience for all of us. And it was not easy, I would say. A lot of club lost membership, but I think thankfully for me personally, I had a wonderful, great exco team who supported me, and we were able to come out quite strong overall.
Awesome. Then my last question for you, Dalvin. What is one takeaway or one lesson you took from your term as president?
Okay, so I think the most important lesson or most important thing I take away is to have a really strong team. So that was something I focused on in the beginning of my term. I really wanted a core exco who were able to, because I didn't want to just so-called gain memberships and do the criteria, but I wanted all my members in the club to have gain some value and be able to learn and hit their personal own target, be it public speaking, what kind of exact skills they're trying to target for. So I had quite a big exco team. Most of my VPs, I had 2 of them. So we were able to help service and really grow the members well. So I'm very thankful for my exco team, and we were able to have a very wonderful experience this past year. And
Definitely.
of course, there's also with a special mention to Area Director George, Division Director Lee Sian for supporting us also. Without the support from the division or area, it would not be possible.
Again, I did not tell him to say that. But definitely special shout out to BG. BG, we're looking at you.
Yes.
All right, one last one. One quick sentence. What's one memorable moment from your term?
I think the memorable moment, besides creating my own team, it was also achieving President's Distinguished Club status also. Although it's something very common for Chua Toastmasters Club, we have been hitting it for the 19th time consecutively for the past 19 years. So, but it's always never easy, especially during a COVID environment. And although it's kind of an expectation for all presidents to have President's Distinguished, but it was never easy. Thankful to my team once again. My incoming president, current VPE, BG, also really carried us through this also. So thank you, BG, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Dalvin. Dalvin, there's a special news for us later, but we'll share when later comes. Thank you so much again, Dalvin. All right, there are my 4 clubs. We have Telok Blangah, Frontier, Grab, and Kang. And for my ending message to everyone, I have nothing but something special. I don't have a long address, but let me set up for that something special. All right. Let me turn off my background. I have got a song for everybody. This is a song that represents my feelings for Division Z and all the clubs in my area and for Toastmasters in general. It's called Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmasters of the day.
Wow, wow.